I came across this quote the other day from Buddha, and it states, "Fear does not prevent death, it prevents life." And I thought, yeah, Buddha, you're so wise. Oftentimes we can come across inspirational quotes like, I want to live fearless, go forth and be fearless. And I just think, come on, people. I get perhaps the intention behind that quote is don't let fear stop you. But oftentimes what I'm experiencing when I meet with clients and I meet with individuals for coaching is they express it as in, I want to get rid of the emotion of fear. So here's the thing, humans, we will never, and I hope that did not sound condescending. I mean, like humans, me included. We will never live without fear. It's a human emotion. It is necessary. It's actually a warning flag that something may go wrong. We need to have it. It's important. The critical piece in our emotional intelligence is what we do with the signal. That matters the most. When we experience fear, what are we doing with the signal, the warning flag that's saying, hey, pay attention to this? Do we let it overwhelm us, create a sense of hopelessness, immobilize us? Do we let it motivate us, inspire us to take action, creativity, hope? So too often what might happen is we may allow fear to hold us back from our true feelings. And the longer we hold on to that, the more the fear becomes toxic. And soon we're lost. Soon we're buried under our fears. Our true self is buried. Our strengths, our talents, those things are nowhere to be found because we're in the quicksand, and the quicksand is up to here. So one of the things that is necessary in the navigation of emotional intelligence is asking ourselves this question of, when I experience fear, what am I afraid of? So the sensation of fear manifests itself in your body. When you feel it, pausing and exploring, what am I really afraid of, is necessary. So I want to give you an example because I did this myself a couple weeks ago in exploring. When I was a kid, I had a tremendous amount of fear performing on the piano at recitals. I was actually terrified would be a more accurate description. And being terrified is a branch of the fear emotion. I'm so terrified that my fingers would get so cold, I would have a difficult time feeling them, so they were numb, which just amplified the fear because numb fingers don't feel piano keys very well. So in the exploration, something that I did was I sat in meditation, eyes closed and breathing, and I placed myself back in those situations. I visualized it. I felt the fear in my body, and I asked the question, what am I really afraid of? And up came making a mistake. And then up came people thinking I'm not good. And then up came disappointing my mom, who I could see in the audience. And she has that look on her face of, don't make me look like a fool. Don't disappoint me. At least that's how I interpreted the look. So then I asked myself the question again, what am I really afraid of? Not being good enough? Not having talent? What am I really afraid of? Not being accepted by this community of musicians. Not being accepted for the talent I did have. This exercise can be so helpful in our exploration of fear, closing our eyes, reliving a fear of the past, feeling it fully, putting ourselves there with all of our senses, and asking ourselves the deep dive question until it surfaces and comes up. And as you sink into meditating on the question over and over, basically you're going to corner your brain into entering the uncomfortable place. Gently, it's not an interrogation. Ask yourself the question with compassion. Remember, if we're using a situation from the past, we're not there. There's nothing to be afraid of in the moment. We're exploring, not with force or coercion or manipulation, with compassion to find the fear. And then what do we do when we find it? We work on healing and growing from the space of what we're truly afraid of.